Alright, welcome back. Boxing on the Edge. We're back in Gleason's gym. I've got my man Jihad Abdul Aziz.
What's the deal?
Took me to hell and back every day of the week for like 6 years. Welcome back to the channel, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
Alright, so last time we were basically talking a lot of boxing. We were talking about how you linked up with Tony Bellew, your style, and how you got into boxing. I want to get a little bit deeper this time. You're from Brooklyn, and you started off in the streets really before you started boxing, right? Or both? Or boxing and in the streets, or which way?
Just the streets first,
Yeah. And that was in Brooklyn, in Bed-Stuy?
That's how I do it, guys.
Getting up to no good?
Getting up to no good.
And then you ended up in jail?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Talk to us about that. What kind of mischief were you up to?
Well, I really, truly... touching people's chin.
Spill the beans. Yeah.
If you had something I wanted,
okay, you got it.
So it was one of those things. In the streets without any guidance, coming up at my time, we had no guidance.
Yeah.
And
that must have been
just
tough.
hanging out in the streets with the people on the block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Taking everybody else's stuff from the block.
That's it. And then I got involved in some stuff that I shouldn't have got involved in, and I got caught.
Yeah. Where did you go to jail? Was it like Rikers?
Yeah, Rikers Island.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the people in New York visit Rikers Island. Either they go willingly or unwillingly.
Either way, they go.
Meaning they go and visit somebody or they're being taken there.
So, what I find fascinating too is, after, I don't know how long after you came out of jail, you found religion, right? You're a devout Muslim. What was it, where was the turning point from when you came out of jail? Was it straight away? Was it in jail?
Yes, actually the turning point was when I was in jail. Someone gave me some books to read, which I had time to read.
Yeah, of course.
All of them. And I always believed in God.
Yeah.
But I never submitted to it, or came from a family of Christians who said they believe in God, but nobody really practiced religion.
Right. I feel like that happens a lot.
Yeah. Once I sat down and started reading, and I was like, I do believe in God. Yeah, I believe in the day of judgment. We're going to be judged. And it started making sense to me. And then I was reading about Islam. Yeah. And a friend of mine gave me one of my companions in jail.
Jail acquaintance.
Yeah, gave me a book to read towards understanding Islam. And I read that book and I was convinced, yes, this is what I believe.
Yeah. How old were you then?
Wow, 21.
21. Okay. And you were boxing as well?
Yes, I stopped boxing. I wasn't committed into boxing. Yeah. I was into boxing, but I wasn't committed. I was more committed into the streets.
And then in boxing, you got to be full on.
100%.
Yeah. How did your faith play a part in your boxing eventually? Did it make you more disciplined in the training?
It definitely made me more disciplined. But as a new Muslim at that time, I was more committed into the religion and boxing at the same time. But then I started hearing religious verdicts about boxing is not permissible.
Oh,
so
really? How come? Because you're harming somebody?
You're harming someone and you're hitting in the face. So as a Muslim, you're not supposed to hit people in the face.
Okay.
How
did you get past that?
This was a conflict.
Because boxing is like the number one thing you do is hit somebody in the face.
Yeah. And at that time, my faith at the time was new, and it was weak. It wasn't as strong.
Right, okay.
So I continued boxing.
You hit me in the face.
Yeah, pretty times. And I still hit a joke in the face, especially in the streets of New York.
Yeah.
I touch some chins every now and then.
Of course. Nah, but so that made you. So you were basically gathering that from your religion. So when did you suddenly be okay? I can still hit people in the face, but still be a devout Muslim?
Well, I didn't really fully accept it that it was permissible to hit people in the face, but I continued being a boxer. Right. I was wrong, I believe, according to my faith, but I still did what I did and trained. And also, boxing is it helps you with conditioning and being in shape and being healthy. self-defense. You know, you gotta learn how to fight.
Yeah.
You learn how to fight, people are gonna walk all over you.
Absolutely. So then, you actually ended up in the UK. A lot of people know that watch this channel. You trained Tony Bellew for a couple of fights, but you went over to the UK.
Right.
So talk to us about how that experience was, because for the UK fans, there's an interview with you on IFL TV with Kugan Cassius. I don't know if you remember him.
Yes, I remember.
I'll leave the link to that in the description. How was your whole experience in the UK training Bellew, just with regards to how you were treated and how the fight went?
Actually, let me start off by how I got linked up with Tony Bellew.
Yeah.
Was through my man Ashley. Ashley Fairfang. He introduced me to Tony Bellew. He recommended me because I used to train Ashley.
Yeah.
And we got hooked up.
Yeah.
Actually, Tony came here first.
I remember the pad work.
Yeah.
It was in the other gym, but he loved it. I remember seeing how, like, the whole team were like, yeah, we need more of this.
Right.
When they were doing the pads, they were like hooked on it, and I was like, wow, they're in it, And that was I think that was pre the fight going over there, right? And they were like, you should come with us.
Yes.
So you end up over there.
And we had a great camp.
The UK people all right?
The people are. The crowd, especially at the fight, the crowds are not like New York.
No. It's a different energy tone.
Different energy,
Yeah, it's
but they showed me love though,
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then how the fight went. Chilemba's a tricky customer, so it's hard to look good against him. But I think you guys ended up getting a draw. Was that?
It was a draw. The first time was a draw.
Yeah. But Chilemba didn't really come to win. And he's got a very tricky style. I haven't seen him fight for a while, but it's a very negative fight. It's hard to look good against him, like I said. But that must have been an interesting experience to go traveling and train a world champion for a world title fight. Not many people get to do that. So anyway, moving on. You also are or were a referee. I know you definitely were. Are you still doing that now?
At the moment, I'm not participating because I have an injury that I'm trying to recover from. Actually, a hip injury. And, I've been out for a minute, but once I resolve this issue,
I'm going to
go back.
Damn good referee, by the way. Like, you're one of the best in the city for sure. So serious and intense and fair as well, reasonable. Like, refereeing probably can't be easy, but like, talk to us about actually. I've always been mystified by the scoring system in the amateurs because I feel like it changes every time, right?
It definitely changes all the time.
I'm like, you hit somebody, you get a point. But then, how can you change it from there?
Well, they have these officials that changing the rules all the time.
To benefit them?
Well, we can say that,
No comment.
But I don't, I really disagree with a lot of stuff that goes on with USA Boxing.
Such as?
AIBA. Changing rules all the time, and it appears that they want to benefit themselves, and not benefit the fighters or the boxers.
So what is it if you're in an amateur fight, you have to just hit somebody more times than they hit you, right? Surely.
Of course.
So where did they change it?
It used to be a point system as far as scoring system. Every time they score a clean shot, I remember years ago they used to have a white part of the gloves. If that part lands clearly, is a point.
And then you score at the points up at the end of the round?
At the end of the round, yes. Yes.
All right. Well, let's get into a bit of boxing as we're, both boxers and in a boxing gym. I want to talk about the current state of American boxing, which is looking pretty damn healthy right now.
Oh, yes.
If you ask me, boxing in general is looking great. Like, how do you feel about some of the up and comings? Like, Keyshawn Davis and, shoot from Brooklyn, we spoke about that, and there's like, you got Charlo undisputed, the other Charlo, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. It's just like, just a healthy place for American boxing. You need a heavyweight though, but
for real.
But these young kids coming through, even Shakur Stevenson and Kevin Haney. I mean, they look like they're going to be around for a long time.
Yes,
Dominating.
they definitely are. Because they're the next generation coming up. They're young. They want it.
Yeah,
like you said, Devin Haney just had a great performance the other night.
Yeah.
And he did a great job.
Yeah.
And he should be around for a minute.
Absolutely. That's what I mean. They're not even 23, 24. Shakur's same age. Like they don't look like they're gonna get beat anytime soon.
It's like boxing is changing now. I remember years ago, at a certain age, they say you was finished.
Right.
You know, now it seems like it's coming along, especially with the bigger boys now too, the heavyweights.
I feel like
Look at there was an upset with the heavyweight.
Marcus Brown, right?
Yeah, on the card. That's right.
That was shocking, really.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a run he's going to put together, but still, that was a shocking performance. But no, it's in a healthy place. You know, it really is. Like I'm excited about the coming years. It's been a great year so far. We've had some great fights. We've got more great fights. Hopefully, the Spence Crawford fight gets made. If it does get made, when it does get made, who are you picking them like?
Oh, definitely. I'm going with Earl Spence.
Okay. Is that post his Ugas performance, right?
Oh,
before that.
Before that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Why is that?
Years ago, I had a fighter that fought Earl Spence.
Lottie.
Yeah.
He hurt him.
Man, yeah, he hurt him.
Yeah, that was the only time I seen Spence, apart from Ugas, that was the only time I seen Lottie hurt him.
Yeah.
With a he used to train in decent.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't have it, right?
Right. Yeah.
I remember him. He was quite hard punching, quite erratic.
He
like
punch
wild
strong.
style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember Lottie. Yeah.
But Spence, you know, from
So
that
from
fight
then on, you were like, this guy's the truth.
he's the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, of course, God is the truth.
Right.
But as a fighter, his nickname, Earl is the truth Spence. Yes, Junior. Yes, he's the truth.
Yeah.
And I said it from that day on. He's gonna be a champ. And he's a champ, and now he's gonna be undisputed.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
No disrespect to Terrence Crawford, you know, but I'm with Spence 100%.
Yeah.
Spence is a beast.
I've got to look into it. I want to do a bit of film study before I make a prediction. But I would lean to Crawford, but that performance Spence just put in really made me think quite a bit about how bad this guy is, because I'm like, this guy's serious. When he goes to work downstairs and sends those 3-2 in, 3-4
I'm making a bold prediction.
Yeah. And stop.
Spence gonna stop Terrence Crawford.
Wow. You heard it here.
You heard it here first.
You know what? Talking of predictions and fights from last time, right? We were talking about the AJ Usyk fight, okay? And I said to you, Usyk just beat AJ, and I said to you, what can AJ do next? And you said he should box him, all right? And I was chatting to one of my friends, Chris Andre, who's got a channel. He was like, it's interesting. He kind of questioned why you would say boxing again. And I was thinking that was curious too. Do you still think AJ should box Usyk, or if so, what makes you think that?
When you say boxing, meaning the rematch?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Still boxing.
Yes.
Not trying to be aggressive and trying to.
Oh, you talking about boxing as far as?
I don't know. I guess we'd elaborate on when you say boxing, like how do you explain to me?
No. When I say, I'm thinking that you were saying going back in for the immediate rematch.
Okay. Well, I was just
saying. You saying boxing for a style, like if the fight happened.
When the fight happened.
When the fight happened, yes.
What would you propose is tactic?
Oh no, definitely not boxing.
Okay.
No.
Maybe we got our wires crossed. Maybe the question came across wrong. Because I was like, really? No, I wouldn't do that.
No.
So you think he should put him on him a little bit?
Oh yes, you gotta pressure him.
Okay.
No, he definitely. Don't think about boxing.
So how would you pressure somebody like that? What would you do specifically?
I mean, AJ, he can fight. You know, he can box also. But his skill level, I mean, also, he's just his skills are marvelous. He got great skills.
Yeah.
Great movement.
He's got fast feet too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like
But AJ can break his rhythm. He can break his rhythm. He's strong. He can bully him. You know.
I'm gonna pin you down. How does he break his rhythm?
Number one, he needs a good jab. He has a good jab, you know, but he got to use it more.
Double it up.
Yes, he got to use it more.
Yeah.
Push him back, bully him, dig him to the body. You know, and he's beatable.
Yeah. Usyk?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you look at briefly, like the Chisora, I don't know if you saw the Usyk-Chisora fight. Chisora had his moments early where he bum rushed him a little bit, and Usyk was like a little bit like a deer in the headlight, only for a little bit. But he got to him a little bit. And I'm like, you know, his moments with AJ could certainly create some pressure moments for Usyk, make him think about something, put physicality on him. You know, it's not gonna be easy because, you know, AJ I guess we'll talk about this. He's just got added Robert Garcia to his camp. How do you feel about that? That's a strange one for me, right?
It's very strange for me.
Right.
You know, I thought AJ would come my way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we were hoping for that.
I was trying.
He was getting text messages thinking he might come and train out here.
Yeah, I honestly I don't understand that move.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, we probably seen something.
Yeah.
That works for him.
Yeah.
You know, all the best.
I'm talking about Coach. Can I have a scar today?
With who?
With
him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I don't have any gear with me.
I'm talking about his coach. My coach.
Yeah, but he's not training today. He's finished.
Yeah.
I know you can edit that out.
Huh?
Yeah, I know you can edit that out, right?
Yeah, of course. Maybe though I'll keep it in. Like,
Yeah.
if he
He's
wants,
like calling you out,
I don't
man.
really care. Like,
Nah, he ain't got it all. He's like, he's a little slow.
I've seen him train. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not. He wants to start. He wants to get beaten. Yeah. So we just got cut off there, but we were talking. Some just kid wanted to spar, but anyway, AJ Garcia, strange choice.
Very strange.
You know what strikes me as odd is how they're going to do pad work.
Well, maybe you're gonna stand on a stool.
Well, yeah,
You
they
know,
have a big
I've
stool
seen
though.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, of course, but like,
But it's
he's the disparity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You see, Ishmael Salas does it,
I
but
think
he's
he's
doing
gonna
it with middleweights.
Yeah, but I think that it appears that Robert Garcia is going to be in his ear most of the time.
I think so too.
You know, they probably have someone else working on
But
pads.
see, again, this is getting really confusing because you got your head trainer that just left, and then you got Angel Garcia who's been brought in, and now you got Robert Garcia. Who's the head trainer? You know what I mean? You need a head trainer surely to call the shots, right?
Yeah, I believe Robert Garcia is doing it. You know, big up for him. You know.
But then Angel Garcia might do the pads or stuff like that because it's the worst choice for me for a fight like Usyk. You know, if you're doing a routine defense or whatever, but when you're fighting to do like Usyk, soon-ish, like this year, we've got a lot of adjustments to make. So
We got a whole lot of adjustments to make, and I'm definitely going with AJ for this fight.
Really? Okay.
He needs some awesome preparation.
Yeah.
I mean, he got it.
So you are picking AJ?
I'm picking AJ. I'm rooting for him.
For like stoppage on points? I think he's gonna have.
You have to stop him.
Yeah, I
You
think
have
so
to
too.
stop him.
But then
But the other issue is AJ need all 12 rounds. He have to train for those 12 rounds. He has to win.
he gets tired later.
That's
doesn't he?
that's the other issue. You know? So I had a nice plan for him. You know, if you see this interview,
What would you have done?
I'm not gonna say what I would
Come
do.
on.
You know, I can't say that. You
It's
know,
a secret. Tell me off
because
camera.
I would hope he would come back this way again.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. You
never know.
Things happen for real.
Well, he's friends with Tony Bellew, kind of right behind
Yeah.
the scenes. They call with each other. So
I mean, Tony don't have no control over his. He just can, give a shout out.
no,
and-
it's the network that counts.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like that's
yeah.
like him and Ashley were.
But I
that's how
think
they
that
felt.
what happened was when he was on the West Coast, he was supposed to come this way, so
Right.
on the East Coast, and it
Yeah.
never happened.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
if he would have came, New York would have been his home,
Right.
his temporary home.
Yeah. First stop. Well, anyway, look, we'll leave it there, bro. Thank you so much.
No
Boxing
doubt.
on the edge. Jihad Abdul Aziz, absolute legend. Take care, man.